Hi friends, happy Sunday. You might have noticed that we're not going to church in person right now, and that's because COVID is back on the rise, and so we're just going to take a break from church in person and be at home for a few weeks. The last time we did that, I made a bunch of videos for us to watch every week because we couldn't hang out together, and so I'm going to start doing that again. If you have any questions or something that you would like me to make a video about, you can have your parents send me an email or a text, and I will make a video doing my best. Today, we're going to talk about how we all work together to be the church. So, first, imagine you're outside, you see a beautiful flower, you go over and you smell it, and it smells so nice, and you think, man, I wish my whole body was all nose so I could just smell all this wonderful stuff. And then you pet a really fluffy dog and you think, boy, I wish my whole body was just hands so I could pet all the dogs. And then you see a beautiful rainbow and you think, I wish my whole body was just eyes so I could look at all these cool things. Wouldn't that be great? It wouldn't. I don't think we've ever thought that, because having a body that's all noses or all eyeballs would not work out. It wouldn't be good. You wouldn't be able to do anything else. You could see a lot, but you couldn't touch anything or hear anything or do anything, and it would probably, you'd get dust in your eyes because they would be everywhere. It wouldn't be good. We have all different parts of our body, right? Our eyes let us see, our noses let us smell, our hands let us touch. We have all these different parts, and they all do different things, and they work together to let us live this awesome life where we pet dogs and smell flowers and eat food and do all sorts of stuff. And the church is a lot like that. Think about when you come to church. Probably something that happens is somebody greets you and says, hey, welcome to St. Mark's. We're so glad you're here. Maybe they give you a bin with activities or a bulletin with the song words, right? Then you sit down and someone starts to play music. Someone starts to play a beautiful song. Our music director or our choir starts to make wonderful music for us. Then you have the priest come out and they give a nice talk. They give a sermon. We get to learn things from them. Afterwards, we get to eat food because somebody was off cooking food so we could eat delicious things at church. Now, what if church was only that person? What if the only thing we could do at church was say, hi, welcome, we're so glad you're here. And then the next person comes up and says, hi, welcome, we're so glad you're here. And they give you a bulletin. And then another person comes and says, hi, welcome, I'm so glad you're here. You would just, that's not church, right? That's just doing the same thing over and over and over, right? Or what if we only had people who made music? That's the only thing we did at St. Mark's. You show up and it's just, we sing a song, and then 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 we all go home, right? That wouldn't really be church. The church needs all sorts of people. We need people who are happy and excited and outgoing and want to say, hey, welcome to St. Mark's. We're so glad you're here. We need people who are a little bit more shy and want to hang out in the background and make sure things get set up the way they're supposed to. We need people who like to cook food and share it with everybody. We need people who like to eat food too, or else the food wouldn't have anywhere to go. We need people who sing songs and make music. But again, if that's all we had and we just did music, we wouldn't be able to have conversations or share food or play games. It would just be song time all the time. So that's how a church works. Everybody has a different thing to do. And when we come together, do all those different things, we make this incredible community. What does that have to do with you? Well, a couple of things. One, a lot of us sometimes feel like we need to do everything. Like we need to be everywhere. We need to be perfect, do all the things all the time. It's exhausting, right? One person can't do everything. We need different types of people. Different people come together to bring different strengths and different talents. No one person has to do everything or be everything. God made each one of us with unique skills. God made each one of us different. Just like God made us with a nose to smell and eyes to see and hands to touch, we don't need to use all the parts of our body to do all the things. I'm not going to use my hands to smell a flower. That doesn't make any sense. God made us just the way we are, with all of our talents and all of our strengths and all of our interests. So if you ever start to feel like you're supposed to be everything, like you're supposed to be perfect, like you have to be good at 100% of the things there are to be good at in the world, try to remember that God didn't make you that way. And that's okay. God didn't make anyone that way. You're part of a community. You're part of a church that has all different people and that wants all different people. So it's okay if you're not good at everything. Nobody is. God didn't make us that way. But you are good at something. Maybe you're a really good friend. Maybe you like to sing. Maybe you like to cook. Maybe you like to eat. God has given you those talents for a reason. God didn't give me eyes so that I wouldn't look at beautiful rainbows. God didn't give me a nose and then say, never smell any flowers ever. We have these talents and we have these skills so that we can use them, not just at church, but at home, at school, and even when you're by yourself. So I want you to think about what's something that you're good at, what's something that you like to do, what's something that makes you you. And then I want you to think about while you're at home, maybe feeling stuck at home, how can you use that talent to make other people's lives better, to make your life better? How can you share that talent with other people? How can you thank God for that talent? So, what's the big idea? One, you don't have to be good at everything. Nobody is. God doesn't want you to be perfect. God doesn't want you to be Superman. God doesn't even really care about your grades. God wants you to be you and to do what you're good at. And the reason that God wants to do what you're good at is because that's how you contribute to your community. That's how you help the world. That's how you be part of this big, amazing thing that we're doing. So whether you're at your house, at school, or at church, think about what makes you you, and how can you use that to make the world a better place?